Okay, so just bringing up the goals again. Your goals is to make it the diamond. You want to know what to improve on, and the way that you've been approaching this is educational content and reviewing. So right
Hmm.
now, off of the top of my head, my idea for approaching this review is a three-step process. First step, we're just gonna watch the game,
Okay.
right? Try to find out like specific habits that you need to work on and find out any knowledge gaps. Second step, I'm going to teach you how to review on your own time. And then third step, gonna create a way for you to track your own progress so that hopefully you'll be able to like learn on your own. Whenever you hit like a stumbling block, right, you can just come to me and then we can start another session to get you past that. So if you've never received coaching before, typically the way it works is we'll just like ask you a question about your matchup. There's a lot of parts
Hmm.
of the game, just to clarify, but what we're specifically going to focus on is just top lane in general. So we'll only be thinking about top lane, like let's not think about the other champions. So Camille versus Ornn, like what are you thinking so far?
I'm thinking I wanted to take Grasp this game because I didn't really think I would have a lot of kill pressure on him, at least not after early game. I think I just took Conquer anyway.
Hmm.
I think that was, I didn't mean to, but it just so how it worked out. I'm thinking I want short trades versus some early game. Poke him down. I might have like an all-in window early game, and then like mid game he's gonna be a little harder to kill, and then late game I'll demolish him again.
So I want you to tell me a bit more about the runes, because you were saying that ideally you wanted to go grasp, right?
Yeah. If it's a pretty volatile matchup, I would go like Conqueror for some more kill threat.
Hmm.
But if it's gonna be more of a farming lane, then I would go Grasp for shorter trades to stay healthier.
Okay,
Slowly poke him down.
sounds good to me. One thing I want to mention about the Conqueror is that Conqueror allows you to have more pressure in the side lane because you're able to like hit them a lot and keep your Conqueror stacks up. Ideally, you didn't end up going demolish, but one important part too is that like in the mid game, thematically, right? Your champion really excels in the side lane, and then his champion really excels in team fighting. So having the pressure
Hmm.
of demolish is like really important, and it's going to be pretty worthwhile as we continue to kind of explore the matchup, right? Which one do I think is better? I think in this case, I like your reasoning for grasp as long as he can get the demolition. Pretty good for the grasp.
Okay.
So if we're talking about like how we think the lane should go, initial laning, one of the things I heard you mention was like your trade patterns. You said that you want to take short trades,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
What else did you mention? Sorry, I was kind of like frazzled thinking about some stuff.
Versus Ornn, probably can get Prio pretty easily.
Hmm.
So I want to get like a third or fourth wave crash if possible, maybe, and then get a reset in.
Okay.
Maybe I can kill him on the bounce back or just get a free reset in.
This, I like this. This is really good. But your goal is to get to the diamond level, right? So
Hmm.
we can actually tighten this up a bit and make it more consistent towards every matchup. So the way that I like to teach my students is just like a checklist, right? That you can always hit super quickly. So first one is who gets prio, which you already asked, but I'll go more in depth about it. It's who gets push level one, and there's two ways that you can get push level one. There's wave clear, and then there's strength. Why do you think this distinction matters? Wave clear and strength.
Because certain champions are extremely strong level 1 and can just run you down, and certain champions have enough wave clear to level 2 faster than you, and then they'll be much stronger than you in a fight if they have a level advantage.
This is perfect. Another thing that I want you to start thinking about as well is the idea of punishing, right? So what I mean is, let's say, like we're Camille, right? You're stronger level one. You're stronger in like wave clear, or you're stronger in strength,
Strength.
right? So you walk into lane, and because you know that you're stronger in strength, what happens if Ornn starts Q and just starts trying to spam the wave? What is your response?
I'm gonna go for a trade on him because I have my passive and probably my Q up. I'm gonna hit
Hmm.
him a bit.
Exactly, right? And then what's going to happen is he'll have push, but his HP is so low that he's not going to be able to maintain that push, and then you can be able to stack your wave here, get your level 2 advantage, and then be able to get a big stack. Bring it back down to like the consistency, right? Who gets prio, who gets push, it comes down to wave clear and strength. In your case, it's strength. Awesome. The next part, which you mentioned trades, is like what interactions do you need to win? So when I say that, like what do you think that means?
That's like what spells you need to dodge to win to trade. What spells do you need to hit to win to trade?
Yeah, exactly.
Um, yeah.
That's a perfectly a really good example is when you're playing Camille into Fiora, right? Fiora is looking to
Mhm.
parry your second Q or your E, and then your goal, right, is to bait either one of those spells or to go on timers where it's hard for her to be able to parry those spells. Understand the winning interactions, and this is important because this is how you like learn your micro. So we put that out of the way. Let's watch. Okay, so pause. Do you think that you should hit these minions? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, explain.
I want to if he's off roaming, doing something, leashing the jungler. The best way to already put him behind would be if he loses a few minions of XP. So I don't want to hit the wave at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it slow push.
Okay. The reason why I asked is because I just want to make sure that there's like some thought going on behind. And actually, one thing I want to mention too, which I didn't mention earlier, just to see, is when you do something like this, because you know how you guys like 5-man ran into their jungle, right? Who's stronger between
Hmm.
you and Ornn level 1?
Uh, Probably me.
Right? You. So even if
Yeah,
you don't 5-man run into here, one thing that you should think about doing is if you're stronger, try to pressure and walk into here. Why? Because in this exact same scenario that you just saw, where the wave is neutral, and you think that he might be leashing his jungle, where does he have to walk through?
that tribush.
Right? And then that's how people are able to cheese top lane, level 1, to get advantages. So one thing I'm going to put here is, to help you gain LP, level 1, if stronger, always try to take control of the try on blue side. If you're a red side, where can you go?
If you're red side, you can just stand in the middle bush there.
Yeah, you can go to
Yeah.
Pixel, but is he going to like walk through Pixel? Most likely not, right?
Probably not.
So the advantage here is that you can actually like walk up like this. If you're here, what's he gonna do if you're stronger than him? He's gonna walk back, right?
Hmm.
So if he walks back, then you're able to like drop a ward here or force him to walk the long way around, right? So these are the
Hmm.
ways that top laners are able to create advantages level 1 if they're stronger. To me, it looks like you play a lot of Camille, right? Camille's pretty strong level 1, so I want you to think about doing these things consistently. Okay,
Okay.
moving forward, let's see. Now, I do agree with your idea of keeping the wave neutral, but there is one thing that I want to mention. At the end of the day, you want to be able to push, right?
Hmm.
So, do you know how the minion wave acts if you auto attack a melee creep in comparison to a range creep level 1 like this?
I do not know.
So, this is actually pretty cool, and I can show you the example really quickly. But if you hit this range creep, what's going to happen is that they're actually going to focus down one creep. So if your goal, like you said, is to deny him some experience, then what you could do is you could hit this one, and then it will just focus fire down this creep. And I actually have an example. I think I did a video on this one time to show you what exactly that looks like. So give me a second to pull it up. Okay, you see this video?
Yeah.
Do you see how they're focusing down this one melee? And this melee is going to
Yeah.
die faster? So that's what you could do here, right? So what I would normally do, even if the person is running light, if you're like super strong, where you can sit behind the wave and pressure the Ornn, then I would do that. But that's not really
Okay.
how your champion wants to do, right? You can't zone him from experience
Yeah.
level 1. If you're Darius, you can do that, but you're not. You're Camille. So what you want to do instead is you want to hit the first melee creep, and you want to hit the one backline creep, so that you'll still guarantee push while denying him.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen here is, I'm assuming he's just going to walk up, he's just going to be able to get these manas pretty comfortably. Okay, let's rewatch this trade again. When this guy uses his ability, what do you think is your goal?
Poking out while it's down.
Yeah, so here, you have the right idea, but when he goes for this Q, I think you should go immediately and start hitting them. I don't think you should hit the creeps at all. Why?
This is like my advantage window where I'll definitely win the trade.
Mhm. And when it comes to trading, one thing I want you to pay attention to is the minion HP, right? Not just his, sorry, not just yours, but also his. If you hit this creep, it actually means that your trading window is shorter because now eventually you're going to have to CS that. But if this is high, right, you can actually go all the way down the lane into this bush and drop the minion aggro. Because watch, you hit this creep, now you hit him, right? And then now you have to go
Mm-hmm.
back to your job. But because imagine if you didn't initially hit this creep, right? You could go for one more extra auto, proc your grasp, and then pick it up later. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is a really important lane situation to understand. You're going to be in many situations where the wave is initially neutral. You win the interaction, right? Because you won it. You got the chunk, and you got the wave push, and now you're up one creep. What should your like mentality be here in this position?
The push, so I should slow push and maybe trade again once I'm level 2.
Yeah, exactly. But where do you think is like the skill difference? Watch it again based off of this interaction we just saw, and then see what you think you should be doing here.
Um, Probably be punishing him a little more for going for last hits.
Hmm. And I'll actually teach you something that's really important. In these situations, when you're already up a CS, it might feel like really nebulous, right? Like how many times do I need to hit the CS to like maintain my push? The answer is you hit it as many times as he hits it. So you're able to maintain maximum pressure. So what does that mean? Let's go look at this again. Right now, you have a minion advantage. He hits, you hit, right? Don't hit just yet, just wait. Once he hits, you hit,
Okay.
right? The reason why is because you already have an advantage, so you want to maximize the amount of time that you could potentially hit him. Because instead of hitting this twice, right? When he hit this, you could have hit him. So let's go
Okay.
walk track and let's see. You already have the advantage. Instead of hitting this, right? Just stand here and look to pressure him. He hits this, now you hit this. Okay? This one
Okay.
here, he's not hitting any creep, so don't hit any creep. Just stand here. Boom. That's one auto, two auto. He hit that creep, hit this creep. Okay, now you have level 2. Fist them. Awesome. So you see how there's that like cadence there?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'll write that down. When you have the push. Okay, first blood. When you get the first blood, like what are you thinking?
I want to try and get the wave in so I can reset
Yep,
on my gold.
perfect. You also see enemy jungle here.
Mm-hmm.
12 CS, so what does this mean to you?
He cleared. What is he on his Raptors? So he cleared his top side camps and he's going to bot.
Now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know when these Krugs are going to spawn?
Around 415, 420-ish.
Yep, perfect. So in your head, right now, the information you have is you want to crash this as fast as possible. Nidalee is going to be topside at 430. The reason why this matters is because right now you are winning, right? So since you're winning, you want to continue your advantage. So we're going to fast forward. You get your crash off. Double kill. Awesome. Base. Redeploy. And then Nidalee is topside. So here, she didn't base, right? So there's like a really big advantage right now. I want to see your pings to see if you ping aggressively here that you want to fight. Oh my lord. Okay, let's break this down.
Okay.
So, in solo queue, priority number 1 is always yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So going into this play, your goal is to like trim the wave and then make it impossible for Ornn to crash. This is fantastic. When you see Nidalee doing this, it's good for you to shift. Boom. go back to your wave, literally hops out, and then you get your trade off.
Hmm.
Right here, if the mentality is to always keep yourself ahead, right now, you need to tell this guy that he does not want to take this fight. Because there's no reason to, right? You want to just maintain this the entire
Hmm.
time. So here, you actually end up getting baited by your Xin Zhao, and you lose out on like a really crazy advantage that you get out.
Yeah.
Never move for this. So the mentality here, if winning, always prioritize yourself.
I'd say that's one of my big weaknesses is I let the wave crash in my tower while we're trying to make a play or something.
Okay, this guy's inting. So I think the takeaway that we're going to have here is because a lot of the trading stuff that I mentioned, it's not going to be relevant because this guy's a bot. So it's like, how do you carry with this lead? Right? So we're transitioning now, how do you carry?
Hey guys, this is Deos. Like the vid and comment the number 9 under the video if you want to see part 2. For those interested in my coaching, join my Discord, and you can also see full sessions on my Patreon.